ये मैं हूँ, ये मैं हूँ, ये मैं हूँ, ये मैं नहीं हूँ। मैं हूँ डायरेक्टर ऑफ पंचायत सीज़न 1 एंड सीज़न 2 और मैं यहाँ आया हूँ आपके सामने इंडियन एक्सप्रेस पर पंचायत शो के बारे में बात करने के लिए।
जब तक सीट नहीं लग जाता कहीं और जाके हग ले।
कहाँ जाके हग ले?
पंचायत ऑफिस में हग सकता है।
हाँ, इसमें सब रिकॉर्ड होगा।
पंचायत यार, back in I think 2018, my writer Chandan, he came to me that he wanted to make something around a city boy who relocates to a rural area for a job. And I was, I am also from Banaras, UP. So every year, for the last 2 months, May and June, when we call it summer vacation, so I used to go to my dadis and nanni's houses, and I was, for every year for 2 months I was a city boy living in a rural area. So it excited me when Chandan told me about it, and then फिर हमने we narrated it, and then we started working on it, and things came very gradually. It was not a moment wala process. It was very gradual process. It took us for like 8 months to build the thing. It's very hard to tell. There are multiple reasons, but to put it in one word, I think simplicity. The simplicity that people see in that show. Not every show, every other show is talking about crime and violence and hinterland drama. So where this show comes, where everybody saw themselves in the show. So I think the simplicity and the relatability of the show is what makes Panchayat. इस सीजन में मैं कहूँगा, आई थिंक क्या दोनों सीजन में फैजल सर की जर्नी बहुत ही अच्छी है. फैजल मलिक हु प्लेस प्रहलाद पांडे. सो व्हेन ही केम टू अस इन सीजन 1, ही टोल्ड अस कि यार दीपक, मैं 1-2 लाइन वाला एक्टर हूँ, तो मुझे ज़्यादा लाइनें मत देना. आई एम अ प्रोड्यूसर मेजरली. So we trusted him. I and Chandan, we both trusted him. We saw him somewhere performing very nice. So, but the way he has grown over the 2 seasons, the way he has performed, specifically the last scene, so it gives me that there was always a professional actor inside him. We just brought it out. पहले तो at first level we started that the issue that Bhushan raises are not farcical. If he's talking about a road getting built, it's not a demand that, stupid. It's a good demand. So first of all, we thought कि we'll make these two villains, so-called, believable by making them true causes, so that वो मोगैम्बो या कुछ ऐसा ना फील हो कि वो बस सबको मारना ही चाहता है. तो we gave him very true, real causes, and the actors were very brilliant in it, both Sunita ma'am and Durgesh. So they did it very nicely, very subtly, everything. Although they have scenes where they are shouting at the top of their voices, but they still, maintained a modulation in it. So अच्छा था. Both of them, Bhushan and Kranti Devi, I think they did exactly what we thought. थोड़ा सा एक था दिमाग में. You see, if you see a character always smiling or a character who always makes you smile, if he falls into sorrow, then it will hit you. Then you will feel for him. So Fazal sir's character was always very happy-go-lucky, and in season 2 also we planted that he has a son who visits the place, है ना. तो कहीं ना कहीं यही था. 2-4 चीज़ें थी. There were a few things which we didn't want to say overtly, like the Pradhan ji's political situation is getting worse as the season 2 ends, and the Bhushan is winning because of another woe. So something should happen here which, bring Pradhan ji's group back, है ना. तो so we thought कि we'll make गाँव वाला's feel for this gang as a whole. So that's why we thought कि अच्छा, let's do something drastic here, something maybe dramatic, but it was not as such, intention based or anything like that. Yes, it was, but we didn't want it to create too much of drama around it. In the real world, if a girl is not happy with the groom she is getting, so in most of the cases the fathers are very normal. Okay, we'll see the next one, है ना. तो that was the thought कि it has to be non dramatic. कोई ज़रूरी नहीं कि मैं घर छोड़ के जा रही हूँ, मैं घर छोड़ के जा रहा हूँ, इस लेवल पे लोग चले जाए. पेरेंट्स यूजुअली नहीं जाते अब. So the thought was to show it exactly in the way it happens. तो हाँ, this was deliberate, but we just kept in mind that we'll not make it dramatic. It was a long time ago. और I was, acting at that time, or we were doing a spoof, Rowdy's ka spoof, and it got very popular. It got very hit at that point of time. But it is very amazing to see that people still remember them and they are posting about it. It feels good. There is no harm in doing that. That time we were very amazed. Now that was something virality, the taste of virality I was, having for the first time. So it was very unexpected, unbelievable, everything. My Facebook messages are getting flooded, my Instagram is getting flooded, everything is getting flooded. So at that time it felt very shocking, but now with time we are, used to of it. People call you a lot of things on social media. Some guy said, you look like my mobile repairman. So these are the kind of lines that stick with you. आएगा, of course season 3 आएगा, but time लगेगा. It will take its own time because now we have the responsibility of 2 super hit seasons, and now we'll have to focus more on the writing, more on the performance, more on everything, so that we can meet the expectations that has been created. So it will take its own time, just like the other seasons of Panchayat, but it will come. So of course the first thing is, most of the things we know why we did what we did, ठीक है. But if somebody points out things like these ना, तो then of course we start thinking कि yeah, we'll have to open things on that track. So Rinki Abhishek track will be open, but again it will take its own time. Like the pace of the show, everything is a bit low pacey, and it moves at their own bow. That is the nature of villages. Things move at their own nature. That's what we are trying to capture. तो सब धीरे धीरे ट्रैक बढ़ेंगे, और कुछ भी anyone is pointing out anything, if I don't know about it, I'll think about it.
अच्छा दीपक जी, मैं आपसे पूछना चाहूँगी कि सीजन 3 में मेरा रोल ज़्यादा है ना पहले से?
बिल्कुल मैम, full fledged, just like a talented and matured actor like you, your track will evolve and your track will grow, or I think we will meet your expectations and everybody else's expectations.
दीपक सर, मैं बस ये जानना चाहती हूँ कि रिंकी की शादी होएगी कि नहीं होएगी? बहुत हर जगह उसी के चर्चे हैं कि शादी कर दो, तो अब बता ही दो कि उसकी शादी होएगी कि नहीं होएगी.
देखो शादी तो हर आदमी की होती है, तो कभी ना कभी तो होगी, लेकिन अभी जो मैं से बता रहा था, इट विल टेक इट्स ओन टाइम. इट विल बी कुक्ड, स्लो कुक्ड एंड वेल सर्व्ड.
पंचायत के कैरेक्टर्स को पूरी दुनिया पसंद कर रही है, सब पसंद कर रहे हैं. भूषण और क्रांति देवी बचे, जो ऑन स्क्रीन भी चप्पल खा रहे हैं, ऑफ स्क्रीन भी लोग चप्पल मार रहे हैं. आपको भूषण ज़्यादा पसंद है या क्रांति देवी?
ओह गॉड, ये फंसाने वाले क्वेश्चंस मत पूछो मुझसे सुनीता मैम. मुझे भूषण और क्रांति देवी इक्वली पसंद है, और ये आएंगे भी शो में. तो दे आर कपल नॉट जस्ट बिकॉज वी नीडेड अ वाइफ, दे आर कपल बिकॉज वी नीडेड अ पॉलिटिकल अपोनेंट. और चूंकि गांव में महिला रिजर्वेशन है, तो भूषण और क्रांति देवी हमारे लिए इक्वली इम्पॉर्टेंट रहेंगे और हमेशा रहेंगे.
दीपक सर, अगली बार कॉल टाइम जल्दी वाला मत करो, आराम वाला कर देना प्लीज.
डन सर.